With the creamy decadence of double cream bliss from Clover, yogurt has never been so irresistible.
Made with love by Clover.
We go from yoga to yogurt. That is the whole idea. And what we eat doesn't just affect our physical health, but can also affect our mental health and our well-being, which makes adopting a balanced diet so important. So we have a very, very special recipe for you from a very, very special person. And Chef Melissa Dalport's with us, which is very, very exciting for me because there's a certain book, Heal, Begin with Food. Oh, my word. Thank you for releasing that. That's a beautiful book, but it's good to have you along. Now, we don't have a lot of ingredients, but we have a lot of exciting things to actually look forward to, flavor-wise and health-wise, and of course, some of this Clover Bliss double cream. But welcome, Chef Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back in the kitchen. I'm super excited to get tucked in with you.
Okay, so I'm ready for you to talk me through what we need to do here today.
Okay, so we've got our pan, which we've preheated. It's nice and hot.
Okay, great.
First, we're going to start with some butter.
I love it.
A little bit of extra flavor today. We're making a nice, indulgent chicken Alfredo, so why not? You're going to pop your butter into the pan.
Great.
You're going to chop some leeks for
Okay,
me over there.
no problem. Got you covered.
Once your butter's in the pan, you're going to pop in a little bit of your garlic, which you've got aside.
And
Always one of
obviously,
those smells that you
chef
love.
tip, you put oil in the pan first, is that correct?
Yeah, just a little bit. The oil stops the butter from burning.
Beautiful.
Although we do like a brown butter. It gives that beautiful nutty flavor.
I love
so
that.
Nothing wrong with that.
I just love the smell of butter in a
Look
pan.
at that chop you got going on. I'm quite impressed. Yeah,
What are you
get
talking
it,
about?
get it. Absolutely
What do you,
love
but
that.
I mean,
Give me some
I'm with
leeks in here.
Chef Melissa Dalport.
You gotta show it up.
Come on now, I'm going to
I'm
show
quite
up for you. Of course
impressed.
I'm going to.
Beautiful.
Come
so the
on.
garlic is simmering away here. It always has a delicious smell. I mean,
When garlic and butter, it's a marriage, isn't it?
it's a marriage.
It really
is. It's like, I would sell my mother for it.
Oh my, would you?
I would.
Wow,
They'll
so
give her
close
back.
after
They'll give
Mother's
her back
Day?
eventually. They'll give her back, so it's not to worry. So you're
Okay.
going to pop your leeks in, and you're going to saute your leeks over here with your garlic, your butter, and really get them nice and brown.
Already the
look
smell.
at how yummy that is.
And that's butter, garlic, and leeks, and now the smell already in the kitchen.
Exactly.
Absolutely
it's
incredible.
Cooking up. The next thing you're going to pop in is your chicken. You want to make sure that you get it nice and brown, nice and golden brown. So what I am going to do...
And now that chicken is not going to pick up the garlic flavor, it's going to pick up that butter, it's going to make it silky and the leek sweetness.
And you
oh
can
my
crank
word.
up the heat a
Wow.
little bit to make sure that you're getting that nice saute golden brown color on your chicken. You never want your chicken to sort of be insipid, that grey color. It's never attractive.
I'd never like that. I don't know how people can do that to themselves.
Crank it up on the heat.
Crank it.
Crank it up on the heat. Don't be shy. So the next thing, I'm going to put you to this.
Oh, yes,
You're
I'm
going
ready.
to get me a cup
Thank you.
of this beautiful yogurt that we're
so
going
nice
to
cooking
pop
with
in.
you, Chef Melissa Dalport.
It's
Oh
nice
my word.
cooking with you. Make a good sous chef.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to put you to task.
Okay, well, there's your cup. Done and dusted.
Beautiful.
And what I
Nice
like about this
full
is that,
cup.
I mean, you could probably use cream, but we're using double cream yogurt, which has the same type of creaminess, especially this Clover Bliss. It's so versatile.
You can have it as a dessert. You can
Yes, you
cook
can.
with it. You can do anything with it.
And
It's utterly delicious.
And provided you don't use the flavor one.
Yes.
Because I know that some people think that they say... No, actually, I chatted to somebody the other day and they had watched the recipe on espresso. And they were saying to me, oh, my word, Carl, I tried this. But they used the flavored yogurt. And I had to tell them, okay, go plain, because you don't want chicken Alfredo with strawberry essence.
Yeah, strawberry
in the
essence
mix there.
of chicken Alfredo. Not really what we're going for. So the chicken's starting to brown beautifully. You can just toss it over. Yum.
And you know, usually people are kind of scared of recipes like this, but the way I see it, never be afraid of an Alfredo.
No, never be afraid of.
Yeah.
Never be
Just be
afraid.
brave and just
Exactly.
go straight
just
on.
Keep it going on. So the chicken is starting to brown. We're going to give it a nice toss, and then we're going to add in all the creaminess.
And I like the fact that, you know, your background healing through food.
Yes.
I think that's great, because at the moment, this whole process is part of the healing process, isn't it? Cooking is part of therapy.
Cooking's meditation. It's
It
really
is.
where you connect. The energy that you're putting into your food is the energy you're going to put back into your body. So if you're just going to slap something together, that's really, you're just slapping something into your body. And
Exactly.
the energetics of that really don't work out. So when you love your food, you take that extra time, taste it, make sure you're seasoning it. Speaking of which, let's add some gorgeous, some salts.
salt is the downward dog of cooking therapy.
I love salt.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say how Gordon Ramsay speaks about salt, but he's my hero when he does.
I think he'd probably shout something like an expletive and go,
exactly.
"Where's the salt?
Where's the salt? Add the salt." And he's 100% right, because it just makes the flavors pop. Especially if you're adding a creamy base, you know, you really want to just crank it up there with the flavor
your opinion
and make sure that
on
it's coming through.
Frozen veg, bad rep, but these frozen veg items, I mean, they are frozen when they are harvested.
They're flash frozen, yeah.
Flash frozen, which means you are actually getting freshness. So you're not compromising, even though it's been in the freezer.
Exactly, and I think that when it comes to your health journey, you've got to meet yourself where you're at. You know, obviously, ideally, we'd all love to go organic shopping at the market every second day, you know, have our bougie life. Ideally, everybody would love that. But the reality is we're busy, we don't have time, maybe our finances don't allow. So this is about meeting yourself where you're at. And I'd rather you having frozen veg that's still got its nutrients than something from a packet with absolutely no nutritional value. So nothing wrong with the frozen
I'm so
veg.
glad you mentioned that. So obviously just fast forward this, we're going to get some pasta on this dish.
Exactly.
I'm sure you can replace the pasta with some, let's just say zucchini noodles if you want to be extra healthy with it. We've got the frozen veg. We're going to pop that in. We're going to cook it down. It's going to be absolutely sensational afterwards. And the creaminess of the Clover Bliss is what's going to be that really beautiful cherry on top to ensure that it's a delicious, easy, never be afraid of an Alfredo. So remember, you still stand the chance to win a VIP experience with Bliss. Simply purchase any of your favorite Clover Bliss double cream products, and that's yogurt. Dial *120*809# and follow the prompts. There are also movie tickets to be won, so get entering. T's and C's can be found on clover.co.za. But if you missed any of the steps to this beautiful, delicious recipe, I want to give you a quick recap so you know exactly what we did over here.
Made with love by Clover.